Well, it looks now like
thousands storming the Capitol after a rally with President Trump.
But this is an incredibly dangerous situation.
Something that I never thought I'd witness in a democratic and free society.
It's been 1 year since a crowd of right-wing Donald Trump supporters stormed the US Capitol intent on stopping the process that would make Joe Biden president.
We fight like hell, and if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
The scenes were shocking but unsurprising. A bipartisan investigation even concluded that there were clear warning signs of the plans. Since that day, more than 700 people have been charged with federal crimes related to the incident, many of whom were caught via their own social media posts. And while the events seem long ago, the implications are still very much present. Many of the lawmakers that were there have since shared their experiences, including Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
I can tell you that I had a very close encounter where I thought I was going to die. And you have all of those thoughts where, at the end of your life, and all of these thoughts come rushing to you. And that's what happened to a lot of us on Wednesday.
And it's clear that the trauma still lingers for other lawmakers as they shared their experiences in the lead up to the anniversary.
And sometimes even when I'm sitting on the floor just out of choice, but my legs are stretched out, I have this flashback to that moment. That's what I was concerned about is, were we going to get out? Were we going to survive? Were they going to come after us? We didn't know if we would get out.
The breaking of the glass, the pounding on the doors, the yelling. And I looked back down and saw the police starting to build barricades and take furniture, anything they could find, and barricade the doors. And it was at that moment where I realized that we were trapped, that we weren't getting out. So many of us went through the analysis of what are we going to do next? How are we going to get out? Are we going to have to make a stand there? Are we going to have to fight our way out? So the first thing I did was called my wife and talked to her and told the family that I loved them.
What do you need?
I'm good.
One of those killed in the insurrection was Ashley Babbitt, who was fatally shot while trying to climb through a window. An ardent Trump supporter, Babbitt is reported to have engaged with QAnon conspiracy theories in the lead up to the event. And this seems to be a common theme with those charged from the insurrection: online misinformation and conspiracy theories. Jacob Chansley, recognisable from his horns and fur pelt, was known as the so-called QAnon shaman. And don't forget, Donald Trump himself had been amplifying arguments of a stolen election on Twitter. Since then, Trump has been permanently banned from Twitter, though that hasn't stopped him trying to launch his own rival platform called Truth.
And also, there's no excitement on Twitter anymore, as I understand it. There used to be a lot of excitement. Not only me, conservative people are leaving and being canceled.
After the insurrection, many social media companies banned those that were involved. And a new report suggests that while 1 year on, some far-right groups have struggled to recover, others have managed to reorganise elsewhere. The research concluded that some have made troubling progress by shifting to alternative online platforms and embracing rhetoric to engage more broadly with the mainstream conservative base.
We'll pause.
Protesters are in the building.
Thank you.
1 year on, Democrats are planning to mark the anniversary with moments of silence and testimonies of those there.
What I remember the most and will never forget is the trauma that I saw in the eyes of the young people who were present for that violence.
I fully believe that there were people in that mob who wanted to kill us and intended to kill us. In fact, that's been proven to be true. I mean, the brutality, I think, is important for folks to truly understand.
It was an assault on our democracy, it was an assault on our Constitution, assault on the Congress of the United States. Make no mistake, our democracy was on the brink of catastrophe that day.
President Biden will talk about the events of a year ago and the work that is still needed to secure American democracy.